It's with great pleasure that I enter in your house now. We are back to the moment in which we can take and listen and follow the true words, the words of the God of Abraham. But before that, yes, we are back to the moment in which we can be together. So, according to the technician, it's the number 4. Yeah, thank you very much for the correction. Yeah, the title of our teaching today is Muslims are judged according to the Sefer Torah of Jews and the Gospel. So why do we take this as a title? Yeah, we has got this as a title because the Muslims, they never accept the Torah. Yeah, obviously with the Gospel, they reject it. They say that it's already old book. It's already an old book, and even they don't accept the prophet by saying that we don't need the prophet as the book. We don't need it. So all the prophets in the Torah, they are not needed because it's an old book. It's already an ancient book, and so it is useless. So that is the reason of this, that is the purpose of this teaching. You say that the Sefer Torah of Jews and the Gospel is not needed. So we're going to see if that is a logic or not. So let your Quran answer that. Let your Quran respond to that, if that is needed or not, according to your Quran. And the goal of Elia, yeah, if there is a question, so the purpose is to save you, Muslim, as like I have saved the fake Christians. They are really fake. So it's like I have saved them, that I will save you because you were caught by the teaching of the devils. That's why Elia saves you. You have to listen. It's not just, it's not because I want to speak, but it's my love to bring you to the heaven of heavens, to the true God of Abraham, the one who hates sins, who never likes sins. Okay, let's carry on. Immediately we're going to take a look at the words talking about all of these details from now on. Okay, let's get. So if you have Sefer Torah of Jews, that is better. You can follow well, because you can download application because there are already in all kinds of language, French, English, and Chinese. Okay, let's go. So this gospel, this Sefer Torah of the Jews, in the book, the Quran of Muslim, it says clearly that their God, whom they call Allah, which I say that it's a fake God, and even that is fighting against YAHVAH till the end. Even he cannot defeat the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who created all the gods who go against him, including Allah. So all the gods that humans worship, they are all fake as long as it's not YAHVAH. Okay, so we're going to read your book for Muslims. So if you were judged according to the Sefer Torah of Jews, why do you say that this book is not needed anymore? You see, that is an idea from devils. But I am telling you, I am advising you, Muslims, listen to these words and save your spirit, and don't be stubborn. Save your spirit in case you're gonna be thrown to hell, to the fiery lake. It's Allah who sent down the Torah and the Evangel. So that is what we are going to take a look. It's Allah who sent down the Torah and the Gospel. So it's really Him who sent it down. So if He sent it down, what do I want to say? What do I want to say is, you must follow this, and this is going to be used to judge you. So let's read Al-Imran chapter 3. Al-Imran verse 3. That is in the Quran. So we have to look for that. Even I'm going to read it. Al-Imran 3. So this is the Arab's word. Okay, this is the Arabic word. We can show it on the technician. He has sent down to you the book with the truth, confirming what was revealed before it. And He had sent down the Torah and the Evangel. So the God of Arabs, whose name is Allah, He sent down the Torah. He sent down the Gospel to humans. So that is what you have said. So He sent it down. That is clear. So let's see another words that He sent down the Evangel. So let's take a look at Al-Maidah, verse 44. We are going to read that. Al-Maidah, verse 44. Al-Maidah, verse 44. Al-Maidah, verse 44. Yeah, we can show it immediately. We sent down the Torah containing guidance and light. The prophet who had submitted judged by it for the Jews, and so did the rabbis and the scribes. So here it's really Allah who sent down the Torah, and yes, we have seen that He sent down the Gospel as well. So when it is sent down, what do we need it for? Should we just look at it, or what? So we have seen now that the Torah is sent down by Him. So it's Allah, the God of Arabs, who sent it down. So I'm going to respond to you what you said. You said that we don't need to look at the Torah because that is an ancient one. So as for your prophet, because there is already a new book and a new prophet, and all the prophets Arab. So that is what I'm going to destroy, because that is false. What you think is really false, that is a deception from devils. And even all the words, all the things on earth are from devils, and it spreads everywhere on this world. So that is the purpose, to save all the spirit, to be saved, those who want to be saved. And that's why I say don't be afraid of devils, because the one who destroyed devils is already here. Eliah is his name, and when you are with Eliah, there's nothing that you should be afraid of anymore. Your spirit is protected and you will be brought to the heaven of heavens. And there is no one who wishes to go to hell, but everyone wants to be saved. And this is the proof. I'm giving you the salvation. Okay, so I'm going to give you the proof. What is this for? So I'm going to give you again that it's Allah who teaches the Torah and the Gospel. So let's say Al-Imran verse 48. So he taught the Evangel or the Gospel and the Torah. Al-Imran verse 48. Al-Imran verse 48. Allah will teach him the book and wisdom, the Torah and the Evangel, the Gospel. So we can see that it's Allah who taught, who teaches Torah and the Evangel. So how can you Muslims say that we don't need that? That is an ancient book. That is ideas from devil. That is an idea from devil. So that is not. They are not following the truth, but they are not following their leader, their book. However, it's the God of Arabs who taught that Torah and the Evangel. So you cannot reject that. So who have made you doing that? You in Muslims. So you are now going against of your God. But that is how you don't follow the word which is written there. So it's a word which not going on the truth. So whether you who don't follow you don't follow your scripture. So you see, let's continue the next word. So what is this for? So according to the book of Al-Maidah verse 44, it is said that this book is made for judgment. It is used for judgment. So the Sefer Torah of the Jews and the Gospel, because they have been sent down together, it is used to judge. So in Al-Maidah verse 44, where is it? Al-Maidah verse 44, 45. Okay. Al-Maidah verse 44 and 45. Let's start from the 44. We sent down the Torah containing guidance and light. Now it has been sent down. The prophet who had submitted judged by it for the Jews, and so did the rabbis and the scribes. Yeah, so it's that means the prophets, the rabbis, leader of the Jewish religion, and the judge of the Jews. So it's by this Torah that all the children of Israel is judged, as they were charged to preserve the book of Allah. So it's the book of Allah, and they were witnesses to it. So these prophets of Israelite prophet, they are witnesses, and also the leader of the Jewish religion. So do not fear the people, but fear the God of Arabs, and do not sell my signs for a paltry gain. That means don't sell the teaching with something which is in vain. Those who do not judge by what Allah has sent down, it is they who are the faithless. So the thing which is sent down is the one above. We sent down the Torah. So the Torah, which is sent down from the heaven, it's really that which judges you. So that is the last part. Those who do not judge by what Allah has sent down. So what is being sent down is the Torah. So whoever don't judge with the Torah, they are abomination, they are faithless, because they go against the words of Allah. So with that words, as we have seen the explanation of the teaching, can we say we don't need the Torah, we don't need the Gospel, because that is already ancient books? So the one which is needed now is the Quran, and the Prophet Arabs, which is already later. But we don't need the Torah and the Gospel anymore. But your Quran respond, those who do that, they are faithless in Allah. They are unbelievers, and they don't follow Allah. Yeah, but we know that Allah is not the God of Jews, but it's an invented, created God. And even the leaders inside, they are doing something really different. Because here, their God said, those who don't judge according to the Torah are faithless, and they are going against their God. So something which is used to judge you, you cannot reject it then. Like the law in a country, you cannot reject that. Even the police and gendarme and the president, they follow that if it's about the word's law. However, this is your law, Muslims, so you cannot judge, you cannot reject it, because it has been sent down from the heaven. So what you have said is really wrong. We don't need that, because that is ancient. It's you who are false. And we can see that they don't know what to respond anymore with the fact that YAHOSHUAH is the truth. So they just give round answer, and with an arrogance one. But don't do that. This is about salvation. So save your spirit. Don't take into account like you are Muslims or Christians, but as long as you are sinners, you go to hell. Look at how foolish you are. This is something that used to judge you. How can you reject this? You will be judged with that. However, you were ordered not to follow it. So you have to think about that. Here, we can see that everything is based in Torah. So everything, when something is not based in Torah, that is wrong. Torah is the true one, and Torah is used to judge. So don't reject the Sefer Torah of the Jews, because this is something used to judge you. Let's read in other words. We're going to read in Al-Maidah. We're going to read Al-Maidah 43 first.
Al-Maidah 43. Mais comment te demanderait-il?
Al-Maidah 43. And how should they make you a judge while with them is the Torah, in which is Allah's judgment? The judgment of Allah is found in the Sefer Torah of the Jews. This thing which we say is really clear. So Allah, when He judges, it's according to the Torah that He judges, not according to the Torah, not according to the Quran. I mean, so everyone who keep the Quran, they are all false, because it's not in the Quran. Because here it is said, you will be judged by the Torah. So read that carefully. So why you were ordered to get away from Torah? So I'm telling to all Muslims to get back to the Torah, because that is what Elia is teaching. And the God of Abraham is the owner of the Torah. And I have to note that the God of Abraham, YAHVAH, and Allah are really separated. YAHVAH, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because the God of the children of Israel has gathered Israelites back to their land, and no one can go against that. Allah was not able to stop that. And I'm not being unfair, but that is the truth. So you, even Allah, couldn't do anything for that. But Allah here emphasized that people are judged by the Torah. That means that YAHVAH is the most powerful, because this Allah follow the words of YAHVAH. So he cannot do anything. And we have seen the story. If that YAHVAH has said, gather the children of Israel back to their land, so it has been accomplished in 1822. So no one could stop that. But I didn't say that no one will attack them, but it is after. But it proves that our dad, YAHVAH, no one can defeat him and no one can go against his name. YAHVAH is his name, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac and Jacob. So the God are in the Torah and the Gospel. So it's obvious that the book of Jews, Sefer Torah and the Gospel cannot be set aside. So that is a book sent down from above, and it is used to judge. Even Allah doesn't reject it. Even he emphasizes it. So it's you who should think about it. Let's continue the words. We're going to read in the verse 45. 45. Al-Ma'idah, verse 45. In it we prescribed for them a life for a life, an eye for an eye, a nose for a nose, an ear for an ear, a tooth for a tooth, and retaliation for wounds. Yet whoever remits it out of the church. Yeah, I don't mean to talk about this, but this one. So those who do not judge by what Allah has sent down, it is they who are the wrongdoers. So those wrongdoers, those sinners, they are those who don't judge according to the Torah and the Evangel. So it's Allah, the God of Arabs. He really emphasized that the Torah and the Evangels is needed because these are sent down from the heaven, and they say that it's Allah who sent it down. We know that it's not Allah who sent it down. It's not Allah, but the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His name is YAHVAH. He sent down the Sefer Torah and the Gospel. There is nothing to do with Allah, because Allah was not called before. We know that it's YAHVAH that it is in the Sefer Torah of Jews, but Arabs, when they created their book Quran, they invented that Allah. Like these fake Christians, they changed it with Allah, or they changed it with Jehovah. So same as the Muslims, Allah. Yeah, so we must get back to the Torah, because that is the original one. So Allah has emphasized here, this is going to be used to judge it. There is nothing to do with the Quran. So it's a foolishness for you Muslims if you don't look at the Torah. When you die, you're going to be judged with it. So why don't you prefer to get back to the Torah that Eliot teaches you? And I'm going to teach you that again. So you have to listen carefully. Even I am going to teach part of it now. So that is my love to save you, all humans around this world. Don't be deceived, because it's your book which says this. Don't accept to be deceived. Okay, let's read the verse 47. Let the people of the evangel judge by what Allah has sent down in it. Let the people of those people who follow the gospel judge by what the book that Allah has sent down in it. So judge according to the gospel. So even the gospel will be used to judge. Let the people of the gospel judge by what Allah has sent down in it. So those who are in this evangel follow the words of Allah. Those who do not judge by what Allah has sent down, it is they who are the transgressors. Those who judge not according to what Allah has sent down. Okay, let's read the meaning of this word transgressor, because in case you may say you are misinterpreting the words. So transgressors, they are wrongdoers and they like to do bad things. That is transgressors. They are wrongdoers. So wrongdoers, they are those who don't judge according to the gospel. So you who follow the gospel, you have to judge according to the gospel and the Torah. So the Torah, the Sefer Torah of Jews and the Evangel cannot be set aside. So whoever say that we don't need the Torah anymore, they are unjust, they are not right, they are used by devil. So it's Quran itself which says that they are used by devil and they are transgressors, they are unbelievers of Allah. Even Allah is false, but you see, it's Allah himself who said follow this Torah. So you see, no one can get away from the truthfulness of this word, because you see, you want just to honor your Arab's prophet, and that's why you say that we don't need the Torah anymore, because but we need the Quran now, and the Quran is written by Arab's prophet. You know its name, and here you were cut by your God who sent your prophet, and the one who wrote this book. Your God said it's the Torah which is used to judge you, not the Quran. And same as Evangel, it's the gospel which is used to judge you, and you reject that. However, the words in the Evangel and the Torah is going to judge you. So why don't you follow this so that you're not going to be judged? Because even your prophet and your God knows that, the one who wrote your book. So get back to the truth. Get back to the truth. It's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. YAHVAH is his name. So I'm going to teach you the teaching in the Torah. And the Torah point in YAHOSHUAH out. But you change his name into Isa. That is all dangerous thing. You change YAHVAH as Allah. And you change YAHOSHUAH into Isa. These are all fake. So I correct all of these. Get back to the truth. Follow the words of the Sefer Torah of Jews. So it's a foolishness for you. If you don't follow that, you're going to be thrown to hell. So get back to the Sefer Torah of the Jews, which is which Eliah is teaching now. Let's get back to the words. So what is written in the Torah? If I taught you, if I have taught you, you cannot reject this Torah. Yeah, there are lots of things which says that, but we are just giving you the most important one. So what is written in the Torah? It is only Israel's prophet that you can listen. You cannot listen to Arab's prophet. Once you listen to Arab's prophet, whoever wrote the Quran, because it's Arab prophets who wrote the Quran, so the Sefer Torah of Jews reject that. And even the Sefer Torah of Jews, it is used to judge you. So whoever want to be thrown to hell, reject these words, and you're going to be thrown to hell. And you are fighting against your God, Allah, if we are consider him as the truth, but he is false. So you are fighting against your Allah. Again, if we suppose him as the truth, but he is false. So if his word is, because if his word is true, he let the children of Israel live in Israel. But until now, Arabs are fighting against them. That means that they are fighting the God of the children of Israel, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, fighting against the God of Arabs. And the children of Israel was gathered back to their land twice, according to the God of Abraham, YAHVAH. So no one can go against the words of the God of Abraham. YAHVAH is his name. Let's read Deuteronomy verse 18, chapter 18, verse 15. So we are now back to the Torah. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15. YAHVAH, your God, will rise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your fellow Israelites. You must listen to him. So the words of God say it here. It's a prophet among you that you're going to listen. What is the reason that a prophet will be rose up? So who is the prophet, Arabs or Israelites? Let's see. For this is what you asked your Lord at Horeb on the day of the assembly, when you said, let us not hear the voice of YAHVAH our God, nor see this great fire any anymore, or we will die. YAHVAH said to me, what they said is good. So because Israelite asked, let this God not to speak to us anymore. So it talks about Israel, children of Israel, because the one who spoke at that time is the God of Israel. So let's read Exodus chapter 19. So the God of Abraham, it's a conversation between the God of Abraham and children of Israel. So Exodus chapter 19, verse 3 to 5. Then Moses went up to God, and YAHVAH called to him from the mountain and said, this is what you were to say to the descendants of Jacob, and what you were to tell the people of Israel. So there were no Arabs there. But this thing is made for the children of Israel and the descendants of Jacob. And here it is written YAHVAH, not Allah. Verse 4. You yourself have seen what I did to Egypt, and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations you will be my treasured possession, although the whole earth is mine. So this God of Abraham has talked to children of Israel, the descendants of Jacob. So he talks to Israel, children of Israel. So the question is, has he talked to Arabs? The answer is no. And even the Quran has emphasized that it talks about children of Israel. It's the children of Israel who were with Moses, Moshe. According to Muslim, they changed it with a fake name, Musa. However, in the book Sefer Torah of the Jews, it's Musa. So that proves that these words is made for children of Israel. So when these children of Israel talked to beloved YAHVAH, they were afraid, and they said, let that God not to speak to us anymore. Let be only you. So from that moment, the God of Abraham said, okay, now I'm going to rise an Israelite prophet to bring my word to you. So how does it come that Arab prophet will rise up just like that? However, it is to the children of Israel. But now there are Arabs who rised up. However, the words has not reached there. But it's the children of Israel who talked to the God of Abraham. So let's read that word, which says that they were afraid. Let's read that word in the book of Exodus chapter 20. Exodus chapter 20, verse, which verse? 18, 19, and so on. From the verse 18. So when the declaration of the laws of God went on, so now it's on the Exodus 20, 19, 18 and 19. When the people saw the thunder and lightning and heard the trumpet and saw the mountain smoke, they trembled with fear. They stayed at a distance. So here is the word. And say to Moses, speak to us yourself and we will listen, but do not have God speak to us or we will die. And Moses said to the people, yeah, so that is it. So people asked, do not have this God speak to us because that is not good for us. Okay, and now we're going to read Deuteronomy chapter 18:16. Deuteronomy 18:16. So it starts now. I will rise an Israelite prophet. For this is what you asked of your God YAHVAH at Horeb on the day of the assembly, when you said, let us not hear the voice of YAHVAH our God, nor see this great fire anymore, or we will die. So because they were afraid, so they said, let us not speak to this God anymore. So that's why God YAHVAH said, I will rise Israel a prophet to bring my words, so you must follow him. Because it's the children of Israel who asked, let's only you, Moses, to speak to us. So it is between children of Israel. So Moses is an Israelite prophet, and these Israelite prophet, they are going to speak to the children of Israel. So that must not change. So the purpose of the prophet is to talk to the children of Israel. And if they were Arabs, where they will speak to? They must speak to Arabs. And the children of Israel will never listen to Arabs. Because the law that they only know is it's a prophet among your brothers that will bring my words. Okay, let's read Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18 and 19. Children, don't make noise. I will rise up for them a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites, and I will put my words in his mouth. So here, I will rise a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites. I will put my words in his mouth. So there is a word that I will put in his mouth. He will tell them everything I commanded him. So when the words reaches to the prophet, the Israelite prophet, they will speak to the children of Israel, because they were in the desert, in the Sinai desert. So who's going to bring words to them? It's among them. It's Israelite. So it's between Israelites, because those who are in the desert are the children of Israel with Moses. So it's obvious it must be a prophet, an Israelite prophet, who will bring the words to the children of Israel. It's not an Arab prophet or a Chinese prophet, but it's between the children of Israel who talk between them, and it's Israel prophet who will bring the words of Father YAHVAH and will be transmitted to the children of Israel, because the children of Israel were afraid after seeing the power and authority in the mountain, his authority in the mountain with the fire and smoke. They didn't want to speak to that YAHVAH anymore, and they were like, let you speak to us, to Moses. And Father YAHVAH said, yeah, you say good. And Father YAHVAH, the God of Abraham, said, after then, I will take an Israel prophet from you. So he's going to bring words to you. Yeah, like Joshua. Joshua is also, he has brought the words of beloved YAHVAH. He is a prophet, and he has arranged, he talked to beloved YAHVAH. So that is the proof that it's the prophet Azrael, it's an Azrael prophet who was in Israel, not someone else. Verse 19, I myself will call to account anyone who does not listen to my words that the prophet speaks in my name. So if you don't listen to the words of YAHVAH through this Azrael's prophet, and as I said, they are in the desert, so who can run to there? No one. But it's between them. So the prophet which is being mentioned here, who is like Moses, like Moshe, because Moshe said it's like they are like me. They are Israelites. They are Israelites, and those who don't listen to these Israelites prophet, I will judge them. So the prophet to be listened to, according to what we have seen in the Sefer Torah of Jews, are Israelite prophet. But those who say that it's Arabs, they just pull the words. And they were like, yeah, the Arabs prophets are now to be listened later. The Sefer Torah is being clear. These prophets, Israel prophets, will bring words to the children of Israel. And there is nothing to do with Arabs. And if you reject that, you are rejecting the words of the Sefer Torah of Jews. And you reject the words of the Quran, because the Quran said that you will be judged according to the Torah. And the Torah said you must listen to Israel's prophet. And when you reject that, you reject the words of the God of Abraham. YAHVAH is his name. Even your God also, Allah, he is already false, but you reject him at the same time. He said, follow the Torah. And if you don't follow the Torah, you Muslims are wrong. It is obvious that it's an Israelite prophet that you must listen, and it has been followed by the children of Israel from the Mount Sinai. And yeah, you may say, when the story of the children of Israel has taken its end, now it's the prophet Israel. It is said, don't change and don't add anything, don't modify anything. Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 2. So this is the Torah. So I am teaching that to you. And don't be sad, and don't be tired, because this is all about love. Deuteronomy 4, 1, 2. Now Israel, hear the decrees and laws I am about to teach you. Follow them, so that you may live and may go in and take possession of the land YAHVAH, the God of your ancestor, is giving you. So it is for Israel. So that means that it's an Israel prophet who brings the words. So it's not someone else prophet who's going to bring these decrees and laws. Do not add to what I command you, and do not subtract from it, but keep the commands of YAHVAH your God that I give you. That is the verse 2. So it's clear that the Torah, it has been said that the Torah, you cannot add, you cannot subtract. So let's read the verse, the Exodus chapter 19 verse 3. So we have seen that everybody has done wrong things. So we can see that YAHVAH is different from Allah, because Allah is not aware of what YAHVAH has said. And even Arabs should not enter, must not enter in this thing, in this situation. Exodus chapter 19, where is it again? Exodus chapter 19. Exodus chapter 19, verse 3. Okay, we can show it immediately. Exodus chapter 19, verse 3 to 5. Then Moses went up to God, and YAHVAH called to him from the mountain and said, "This is what you were to say to the descendants of Jacob, and what you were to tell to the people of Israel." So this is for the descendants of Jacob and the children of Israel. So there is no Arabs who can enter there, nor Chinese, nor American, nor Arabs. So they cannot enter here. That is what the God of Abraham said. So Allah has been just an intruder, and that is the proof that He is a fake God and He doesn't know what is He doing. Because that YAHVAH said it is made for the children of Israel. So in the book of Psalm, yes, and Muslims accept Muslims and they call it Zabur. We're going to read Psalm 147 verse 19 and 20. So it's the book of Psalm 147 verse 19. He has revealed His word to Jacob, His laws and decrees to Israel. So the Deuteronomy chapter 18:15 and 18:19, it is made for the children of Israel. He has done this for no other nations. This is not for the Arabs then. They do not know His laws. So Arabs cannot know this. But you see that it's the God of Arabs who introduced the Torah in their book. However, it's the God of Abraham who said that the other nations don't know this. So it's about a scam. And everything that Allah has said, and also the one who wrote the book of the Quran that Allah sent, is not according to the Torah, but it is in absolute contradiction of YAHVAH, the God of Abraham. So I have proved to you how wrong you were. What you have done is wrong. Your God is false, your book is false, and even your prophet who wrote that book are all fake, because it contradicts the Sefer Torah of Jews. However, the Sefer Torah of Jews is used to judge you. So when the judgment occurs according to your God, which has no relation with the God YAHVAH, the God of Abraham, the God of Moses, the God of Moshe, then I am telling you, you end up by dying, you all, because everything that your prophet wrote in your Quran are all wrong, because the Sefer Torah itself said that this thing has nothing to do with other nations. However, you are being intruders inside. So when you get into that, you change the God of Abraham into Allah. Look at what you did. However, in the Sefer Torah, no Arabs can enter there. However, you get inside. So why do you introduce the Torah in your Quran? However, the Torah is used to judge you, and the Torah rejects you. It goes against you. It contradicts you. It contradicts all the prophets of Arabs, the prophets of French. So when he said, "I will rise up a prophet among you," so it's about Israelite. Here is what you say to the descendants of Jacob and the people of Israel. So it's for the children of Israel. So it is made for the children of Israel. So if there is a prophet to be rose up, it's an Israelite prophet, not an Arab one. And you cannot contradict the Torah, which will judge you. So you Muslims, when you die, get ready, you will be thrown to hell because of this law breaking. Because even all the words are killing you. So Elia is advising you, get back to the God of Abraham, the true one. YAHVAH is his name. Let's get back to YAHOSHUAH. Yeah, we're going to talk about YAHOSHUAH sooner, but now we're going to start to the next teaching. Okay, we are now going to finish this teaching. Let's pray together. Thank you very much, beloved YAHVAH, for the words. What we do is to convince people, to bring them to you, back your glory. And it's time now to show that the God of Abraham, He is not Allah. Never. Elia has proved, and I'm going to prove till the end. The others are deceiver, and they have deceived this world. Beloved YAHVAH and YAHOSHUAH, save people. Time is now to save and to take revenge, and it's time for revenge, and also those who can be saved will be saved. Beloved YAHVAH, glory be to you forever. Always justify the words of Elia, the one you sent. In your name, YAHOSHUAH, that I make all the prayer and the words. Hallelujah. Amen. So that is our meeting for that teaching number 4. So YAHOSHUAH bless you all. See you next time.